So today I have another small little project that I need to do, and I'm just going to bust it out. I might film a couple things for it, but I'm not going to do a super long video because there isn't really that much to it. But first, before we get into that, I want to explain the sticky notes. So I know I explained this a little bit in a previous video. I don't know, it was probably like a week ago. But I don't think I actually told the whole story as to why I have like 1,000 sticky notes on my wall with my name on it. So these don't actually have my name on it, they actually have a U. Instead of a W, it's a U. And the reason for that was because my dad, on my birthday, wrote the card and he wrote Wesley on it, but the W looked like a U, so my sister was like, Wesley. And Wesley sounds like a pretty funny name, so it just kind of stuck. And I don't know, it's kind of like a joke in our family right now. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, my sister did all of this. Yeah, my sister wrote all of these one night and then she stuck them all on my wall the last day of school right before break started. And I walked in, I had that in the previous video. At the end card, I'll put that in, and I think it's in the beginning of that video if you want to see that. It's kind of funny when I have people come over and they see it, they're like, what the? Okay, don't bring up, yeah, this whole wall, stop! Yeah, so this whole wall was blank before. I'm planning on putting some posters or something up there, but I'm just gonna keep it up. I know some of you guys wanted to know why this is all. If you want me to kind of show you around my room, let me know down in the comments, so yeah. So what I'm making is just a super easy picture stand. Pretend this is one side and my hand's another side. It will kind of open like that. You can see here like this. I can tell that this might be a little hard to see right now, but bear with me for a minute while I cut these out and then I'll show you what it will look like. So I doubled these up now. I just put a couple pieces of tape on the corners and then we can put the template on top. And then when we tape this on and we cut it out, we'll only have to do half the work because we're cutting out both pieces at the same time. So here are the two pieces that I just cut out, and I took the tape off, and now you can see that then when these are put together kind of like this, they're going to be able to hold that picture frame in there, and there's going to be a hinge on the back. So right now I'm going to go ahead and sand these down really quick because these edges are a little bit rough right now. And this is what happens when you're not careful. It breaks. Nice job, Wesley. Nice job. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of super glue on that, start working on the other piece more carefully. More carefully. If only I had one. So I did also modify the back a little bit because when I was like this and I was kind of eyeballing it, I realized that the picture, you can see that that's actually leaning forward just a little bit. So I knocked down the back edge on this one, and I think that actually looks pretty good. And now it's sitting farther back, you can see there. This is the one I've done, and then this one is the one that has the glue drying, and there isn't really any seam in there at all. So now I trace this. I trace that mark right here. So now I can round this over on the disc sander over there, and that knocks down these, you know, longer edges right here and over here, but I actually still have to sand all of these, you know, tight radiuses. Okay, so now both of those are sanded, and one thing I realized that I need to fix now is because these are going to splay out like this with the hinge in the middle, I need to have some sort of flat spot. So you can see that I've done that on this one right here, and now that's nice and flat. And then I need to do that on here. So to figure that out, to do this properly, I just took a square like this, and wherever it sits on the ground or on the table or whatever, it's gonna sit flat like that on both of those points. And then I push it against this part right here, and then all I do is I just strike a line like this and then go sand it off. I have something to reference off of, just like that. So now when we put the hinge on, we have two flat sides right there that we can join together. So the easiest way to attach the hinges on these pieces is by just putting it in the vise, just like that. And now you can see this flat spot right along here, and that is where I'm going to put the hinge. So there is the finished product, guys. There are a couple things about this that I did really good, and some other things that, you know, I could really improve on. One of those is, if you look in there, you know, there's a little bit of a variance between all of the lines on each piece. You know, this one is slightly thicker down here and the opposite. But it is handmade, it's made by hand. I cut it out on the bandsaw freehand. Oh yeah, actually, check this out. One of these I actually had to glue back together. You can't even see the line in there. It just seated right together, and that was not an issue at all. The strength is perfectly fine, and you probably wouldn't even know if I didn't tell you. And I think it has a nice, you know, kick to it and a nice flare. I think that looks really, really nice. You know, half of this thing isn't going to be seen when you have a painting on it. So here I have a picture that my sister painted. This is of a Shih Tzu dog that my Nana has. I am not a very good painter, and my sister, this is her hobby. I'm like a woodworker, so this is her thing, and I want all of you guys go down in the comments and type in the comments, Morgan is a good painter. I want to see how many people actually do that. That would be kind of funny if we get a couple people that do that, and I'll show that to her. So there is a dog. She's a really good painter, by the way. This is based off a picture. She didn't trace anything. So Morgan, if you're watching this, good job. I took the painting. So yeah, this and this are going to my Nana. So now, you know, it kind of counts as one present. You can open those up a little bit too. This is a maple. I don't think I said that. And the pink go together. This is kind of the thing of the discrepancy, I guess you could call it, because only one of these right here is touching. This other one, you can see right here, it's not touching the painting. So, but I like these right here. Those look really nice how they kick out. You know, it's not blocking the painting at all. You know, it's just so you can just drop it in like this, and it kind of catches on the bottom there like that. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please go down and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Most of the stuff that I do here is woodworking, but I also do vlogs and other stuff like that. Also, hit that like button because I really do appreciate that. I need like 2 minutes. It always seems like when I turn on the camera, someone just walks outside. Anyway, and leave a comment down in the comment section if you got something to say. And also, don't forget to say, Morgan is a good painter. Put that down in the comments. I want to see how many people do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.